Now, from across the Tri-States, this is KHQA Sports.
Well, mix in a huge crowd, two top 15 national opponents, and a conference championship on the line. You can't ask for much more tonight than what the Quincy University and Drury women afforded us at Pepsi Arena. Absolute showdown tonight, and it was a classic for Lucy Cramsey and company. And you know it's a big affair when the Dancing Jennies make their appearances in the crowd. I told you the student section was awesome tonight. So too Lucy Cramsey to start things off with the shake and bake, and I helped knocking that down for the early jumper. More to come. Maggie Cunningham have a night, a career night. Great move right here to put QU up 4-2 at that point. Just 6 total points in the first 5 minutes of this game. Things would loosen up. Hawks down 10-4 after an 8-0 Drury rally. Here comes Maggie Cunningham, who had 5 triples in the first half alone. Then it's Lucy Cramsey hooking up with the pride of South Fulton. Carly Beebe firing BBs from long range, knocking down the 3 there with Drury up 20-15. Wow, this is a great transition bucket from Drury's Paige Wilson at that point. Here come the Lady Hawks again, just kept punching away in this ball game. Lucy Cramsey doing work from distance in this one. More Carly Beebe, this time off a miss. Oh yeah, the kids were entertained, not only by their soft drinks, but by the great action tonight. Great take right here by Miss Beebe, eventually cleaning up the loose ball. She's gonna go in strong. 3-point play for her. Maggie Cunningham with 29 points. Big story on this one tonight though, with 7 seconds left, tie ball game. Hannah Weedman, of all people, the center, knocks down a long 3. That's the difference as the Lady Hawks get it done. 82-79 was your final. News not as good at home tonight for Western Illinois, dropping a 17-point decision to IUPUI. Also, Graceland, too much for Culver Stockton, winning 96-83 despite 24 points from RLP. HLG, though, the other winner on the night on the women's side, beating Lindenwood Belleville 70-62. We had an almost upset in the men's game as well, defending national champs in to take on Marty Bell's Hawks. Great start in this one for Evan McGaffey and company, as the Carthage product was absolute doing beastly type work in the low blocks on this night. He had 25 points and was just darn effective here, cleaning up the Dalton Hoover miss and taking the shot strong in this one. Also, Jamil Jones making his presence felt as well. After the 3-point play here, it's Jamil Jones in transition, doing some nice work. Hawks go to overtime tonight with Drury, but in the extra period to no avail tonight. The Hawks end up losing a heartbreaker. Final count in this one, 92-87 was your final there. Also on the docket tonight, Culver Stockton rolls up 121 in beating Graceland. Go figure there. We've got Western picking up a big-time victory on the road, and we've also got HLG losing tonight as well on the road at Lindenwood Belleville. Let's take a look at some great high school action tonight. Senior night for Central Southeastern taking on Illini West. Conference championship implications. Matt Long told me this would be an old backyard fight, and it certainly was. Gracie Boster getting things started for her team with the take. Aaron Flessner doing great work right here off the hard angle for the window. We're all tied up. Then it's Madison Steinkamp coming free. Great bucket for her. Splashing one off the window as well. Illini West, though, would rebound after trailing for much of this game. Shelby White gets it going from distance. Josie Finch, she loves shooting in this gym. You'll see why right here. Another wide open 3, and then it's Michaela Gronwald getting hot. Story in this game, though, nip and tuck throughout. Gracie Boster hits a bucket at the buzzer to win it for IW. 55-53 is your final in that ball game. Elsewhere tonight, a thriller across Hancock County. West Hancock survives in double overtime to beat Macomb. Shelby Kaler leading the way in that ball game with 20 points. Western tonight, too much. We'll get to Western in a second. First of all, I want to tell you that Griggsville Perry beat Payson Seymour 29-18. Here's that Western score I promised you by 1 over Liberty Alexis Belovich with 20 points. Lauren Milton with 18 in the victory. Brown County gets 30 from Vanessa Marker to beat Pittsfield Pleasant Hill. The Scotland County girls, too much tonight for Putnam County. And we've got Keokuk knocking off Ottumwa behind 11 from Kelsey Walters. Let's take a look at the boys side of things tonight. Bowling Green tournament, Louisiana and Bowling Green in one semifinal. Zach Richardson's show in this one early on, as this young man was pumping threes from near and far. Mr. Richardson, start it going right here. He would have had 14 points on the night. Same guy, different spot this time. Top of the key, it's good as well. Tristan Castilla also very good in this ball game, as was Daylon Green, who had 18 points. This was the big fellow, though, inside, leading Louisiana to the championship game on Saturday with a 73-58 victory. Ellsbury and Winfield on the other side of the bracket. Top-seeded Ellsbury looking to Kenny Leslie to get it done tonight. He certainly has been known to do that. Swat on the 3, and how about the big fella doing what the big fella does? Division I recruit. You see why right here. as he throws down the Dunkosaurus Rex. Unfortunately for Ellsbury, though, big night from David Bauer in opposition. 34 points, including 2 threes in an 8-second period down the end of the stretch. And Ellsbury was upset tonight. Final count in this one, 53-51, so it will be Winfield taking on Louisiana on Saturday night. Couple of scores to pass along on the boys' side at the Beardstown tournament. Carrollton, too much for Rushville Industry. Also tonight, Triopia felled by Midwest Central. Score you don't see there, Scotland County knocks off Putnam County, and Quincy Homeschool beats Agape 59-42. Jordan Hickman was 16 in that ballgame. A little wrestling to leave you with tonight. You are looking at Lucas Dively of Camp Point Central taking on Illini West Tyler Wildrick. Dively is just an absolute beast in this one. Gets the takedown within 4 seconds, 2 points there, and then just a bit later, how about some hip pressure for the pin right here? Going to flip Mr. Wildrick right over and notch the pinfall victory for him. Great match for Mr. Dively. That's as simple as that, my friends. Also, big win for Mr. Ufkus at 195 as he rallies back from a 16-6 deficit and beats Andrew Shake. You see Shake with a takedown initially here, but it is Ufkus with the big victory there. Let's give you a couple of wrestling scores to end up with tonight. We can tell you that West Hancock earlier in the night knocked off Illini West 41-18, and a pair of victories tonight for the Hannibal Pirates as they beat Zumwalt North 42-38, and also take out a very good Francis House squad 43-33 was your final. Unusually busy and fun Thursday night. Tell you what, as I mentioned earlier, the atmosphere in a number of different gyms tonight, absolutely electric.
All right, very